Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to my life on paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. And welcome to day 13 of series 16 of Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Janet Fritz. She is Galaxy Girl Creations on YouTube. I will have that linked below. Today is also Sketch Sunday, where the Sketch Sunday crew are also taking Janet's same layout to use. Janet does beautiful mixed media, and I think that is what is portrayed in her sketch. I, with trying to do a sketch every day, I did not take the time to do the mixed media, and instead I'm going to tear paper. I think you can still get the feeling of the sketch in this layout. I hope so. I do really love this layout. Um, I think it's one of my favorites this month so far. It has so many pictures of it, and it is perfect for my daughter's graduation photos. Um, so here I am tearing the newspaper print paper. I just went into my scraps and tried to see what was big enough to use for this layout. And right away with graduation, the letter keys and the newsprint called to me. So I will cut those both in half and then tear the one side. This was not Eliza's graduation day, but she had the graduation robe for a while. So we took the opportunity to go to different spots on campus and take some pictures. She graduated last May with her bachelor's, and she is going on, or she's in right now, pharmacy school. She's in her second year. So I want to say a special welcome to all my new subscribers. Welcome. I hope you like it here. I hope you feel comfortable with commenting. I do get back to everyone when they comment, and I like to hear from everybody. Also take the opportunity to look below at the playlist, see if there's somebody new that you can find to subscribe to. There's a lot of awesome creative content makers out there. I'm sure you will find somebody that can show you some new techniques. Janet from Galaxy Girl Creations is a master at mixed media, and so if you're not following her, that's someone you want to check out if you're interested in mixed media. She does an awesome job, and I know I've learned a lot from her. She also runs Stretch the Sketch, which is done once a month, and she gives a sketch, and we can stretch that or make it smaller. And with this being a 2-page 12 by 12 layout, um, I am going to shrink it now. Today is the day. This is the sketch. So there will be 2 videos up on my channel today. This one, and then taking the same sketch and then shrinking it. I shrink it down to a 1-page. So be watching for that. So these are the photos that I took of Eliza, and this was just the perfect layout. They didn't all need to be big pictures, and so I could make them 3x4s and then lay them out. Now in a moment I'm going to figure out that, oops, my photos on the left, well, on the right as well, are bigger than hers, so I'm going to have to go in and trim those. There's a strip along the bottom in Janet's layout, and so I take this white strip, but then I'm going to figure out that it needs some paper to go behind the white strip. So I have a 12 by 12 iris container that has just different types of black and white patterned papers. My kids were in band. We did a lot of black and white. Their colors were black, white, and red, but we did a lot of black and white. So I have this whole iris container. So I will go in and get another paper for the bottom. So here I'm deciding on how much I want to take off of what photo. And I know I'm going to take a little bit off each photo to make it fit. I should have known right in the beginning that, like, you can't take, those are 4 inches across on the left, 4 inches across in the middle, and then I have 6 inches, so obviously it's not going to fit. But even if I had 4 inches on the third photo, I'd still have to trim it down to give it a little space in between. I'm not measuring this at all. I think I'm taking off about 1/4 of an inch on each one until I get to this last one. And I actually should have paid more attention to how much I am cutting off that photo right there because it could have been a little bigger and it would have tucked really nice underneath those two photos, but it's okay. I make it work anyway. And oop, I noticed that this one photo is a little bit wider than the other, so I did want those to be the same thickness. So I take a little bit more off. Then I find, so this is where in my iris container I find this fun paper, and had I found this right in the beginning, and if I had two pieces, which I think I do, I might have used this for the whole background, but I think finding it later actually I really like the way this turns out. So I'm glad I didn't have to choose between those two things. There. How's that? I hope that was perfectly clear. All right, so I am tearing that bottom line of it looks like mixed media to me, that bottom page, and then I will tuck that in behind the photos and get it all glued down with my ATG adhesive. And then I will get those pictures back on there like they should be um, on top. And the pictures are similar to Janet's sketch. Currently, I'm lacking a photo, but I'll fix that uh, a little bit later. And I just stick with these white. Now, I have lots of border type like stickers and just like cardstock borders and stuff, and I could have pulled something like that out of my stash, but this was quick and easy, and I guess I didn't even think about it at the time. And here's where all these photos are very similar, but all just a little bit different, and so I wanted to keep those all in the layout. We had a fun time that day, just going around to different places and taking pictures. The other layout today that is for Stretch the Sketch, which I'm actually shrinking, I used a collage, like a Walgreens collage, and I did the right hand side of the page and put pictures into the collage, and then actually digitally did some embellishment and printed it off, and then I will lay it out as it is in the sketch and add some more embellishment. So I'm super looking forward to that one as well. Very similar to this, but different. And I am also using more graduation photos for that. So now I'm skipping ahead and I've already adhered down the photos on the left page down with my ATG adhesive. And I have this gold frame. It is a Paper Studio gold frame. I'm going to trim it in half, use one for the right upper cluster and one for the left lower cluster. These tickets I cut out using a Creative Memories punch. I love it. I should use it very much more often. I never think about it. So I was happy to find these black tickets in my black color box. And then I have these two tags from a graduation collection, Dream Big, and the tassel was worth the hassle. I put the white one there because you can read it. The black would kind of just faded into the background. And I'm trying to debate where Dream Big should go. I was going to put it on the bottom. I didn't want to make another cluster base. I didn't like it next to the other title. So I'm going to put it up. There is enough room with right next to Eliza here. I'll make sure that the twine doesn't like lay over her face or anything like that. And then I will use the ticket and the frame to make a cluster. And then I go into my stash, into my graduation stash, and I have this little um, globe that says you did it. So I'll tuck that in there. And then my camera slips, the holder of my phone slips, but you can see I decide I still want to put this one other photo in here like is in the sketch. So I will get that one down and I'll fix my phone so that you can see the whole thing again. And then I go and I make a tag with that other paper that I had in the beginning, and I'll lay the frame down, and then I will use some adhesive foam tape to pop it up a little bit because that frame does have a little bit of height. So in order to make it stick and lay flat, I use the tape under the tag, and then I'll get the ticket on there along with another sticker, so bring some more of that gold down there. It's books with a gold apple, and then I'll use a graduation cap because I've got one up on the globe up on the right corner. And then I go into my stash and get my LE Studio heart stickers. I get some black ones and put those into both the right upper cluster as well as the left lower cluster, plus one on the title eventually. And then I need to trim the rest of that tag off the bottom. This is where I decide to put the heart onto the title. And then after this, okay, so I was using the Nuvo Gold Antique Spray and didn't really care for it. So I just got myself some Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray in Gilt, and I think I'm going to be happy with this. It gives a nice bright gold color, so I'm going to splatter that all around, both on the bottom and then the top, making sure to cover my photos so I don't get any of the gold on the pictures. So don't forget, look below, check out the playlist, check out the Facebook group for Christy's Beautiful Life in 30 Days of Sketches. That is a fun time. You can see everybody else's takes on all the sketches, whether they have a YouTube channel or Instagram or not. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.